hit the record button now, and we're going. We're live.
Gobbledygook.
Okay. So, it's been a number of hours since you escaped from that smuggler's den with the S name. I have it right here. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭. Right on the heels of the 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 who wanted you for dead for some odd reason. You'd made it out to the Dragon's Gullet, a massive gulf separating... Here, let me give you the map. You've made it out to the Dragon's Gulf here. The Dragon's Gullet, not Gulf. This body of water is pretty well known for being surprisingly peaceful, despite being connected to the Dusk Sea, which is known to be ever turbulent with storms. Some in this region say that it was blessed by the sea goddess Pelagia. Others think it has something to do with the dragon turtle population that is said to have nested here since before humans had come about and settled the area. This is a region of land that is far distant from any harsh law. The 𝐂𝐴𝐚𝐭 Kingdom is far to the south of here, separated by all sorts of geographic obstacles, like the Everfog Marsh. They're a great Everglades and jungle environment. But those existing on the outskirts of the law could have made a living here if they knew the proper steps and had enough luck. Though unfortunately for you all, you seem to have run out of luck, as you've done your best to steer a course towards Dragon's Cove. You've effectively run out of energy and have reached the point now where it'd be best of you to rest in shifts to conserve your strength. You only have enough food that you had on your back at the time, which is, by my understanding, just a bit of jerky to get you by. You won't starve to death, but you certainly won't be doing any insane feats of strength on that kind of a diet. Water, however, is a different concern. You have about one water skin each to your name. But the bay itself is salt water and requires some effort to replenish your drink. You've hardly had time to think about that, though, in between a few hours rest here and there. Just letting the waves take you and drift you naturally, hopefully, towards the northeast, towards Littoral Nell. You all are familiar with Littoral Nell, but you've never visited. Though you know it to be a small, isolated fishing village just off of Dragon's Cove, considered by many to be the final stop before you enter the savage kingdoms to the north, ruled by the ever-changing and shifting boundaries of nomadic tribesmen and, well, savages. Thus the name. Holden?
I'm sorry, my grandmother came in and talked to me from, like, at the exact moment you said something.
Okay.
Could you repeat what you said, please?
All of that? No.
No, not all of that. I heard our last stop is Littoral Nell, before the savage kingdoms to the warring nomadic tribes to the north. Well, that's the last thing I heard.
You didn't miss anything then. I just said your name.
Oh, I thought I missed something.
No.
No, you're good.
Okay,
Oh my god.
let's go. I'm better listener than I thought. Huge.
Hmm.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, speaking of which, please take notes.
I don't know about you. I mean, my pack came with 10 days ration, so
Yeah, and that's what
it's
I
just
said.
waters.
The rations won't be an issue. It's just the water is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
What was the
Holden,
name of the website to pull up my character sheet real quick?
Yes.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just that my fucking browser is Brave, so it doesn't save a lot of shit, sadly. Because it's retarded.
That's okay.
There we go.
Holden,
Yes.
it was your shift. McGuire is going to get up after you. You make yourself a small bed. Everybody else is sleeping at the bottom of the rowboat beneath the seats. It's not comfortable. You have to scrunch yourself up in the fetal position just to give yourself enough space without, directly spooning the other men in the boat. Houdini,
Don't fucking hit that.
Houdini has also been rowing. Houdini, in case anybody forgot, is the Gripply, who was Maguire Crawl, the druid's personal manservant, who, according to Maguire, was given to him as a gift by Houdini's father, the chieftain of a Gripply tribe that he had assisted in fending off a plague, thanks to his druidic know-how. He promised him his son as a life ward. And so he's kind of along for the ride as well. But in any case, Holden, you wake up
Yes.
alone.
I wake up alone.
You look
There's
about
no one else on the boat?
yourself. The boat is completely empty.
What?
You're alone out to sea by yourself.
Oh.
I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna say, friends, have you gone off somewhere? Very loudly.
The answer you receive is the crashing of the waves against your little dinghy.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna look around the water for a bit just to make sure I don't see any possible floating possessions
Okay.
marking someone falling overboard.
Make a perception check because I like to roll dice in D&D.
Okay. Perception. Oop.
Okay. So it's a foggy night out, it seems. You can barely see 30 feet out in front of you. You think it's morning, just based on the overall chill you get around your shoulders and down your spine. You take for granted how beneficial it was in Sakaram to be surrounded by so much life so far out from actual civilization, that to be alone now with nothing but your thoughts could drive anyone insane, given enough time. Along the wind, you think you hear a voice, though. An older voice. Elderly. Maybe you think it's your father's. Did you ever know your father?
Yes. Very clearly. Very well. That's the better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can I make out what he's saying?
It's no greater than a whisper, and oddly enough, like a death rattle, as you realize it's not your father's voice.
Oh.
Why did you do it? You hear a voice right behind you.
I turn around.
Seated at the very edge of the rowboat on the opposite end of where you're standing, as if perched, utterly casual, as if the waves and the movement of the rowboat along them have no effect on them, is an old elderly man dressed in pale blue robes and a strange pointed hat and a long white beard. He seems ancient, and he gives you this knowing look. Why did you do it?
Well, I'll answer that question. But first, are we thinking about the same thing? I just want to make sure.
He
Does he?
he gives a pained expression. Why did you kill me, Holden?
Well, it was regrettable. I didn't. If I would prefer that I hadn't, but at the end of the day, if I didn't make it out of there, then I would have been dead. And I value my life a little bit more than I at least value my life more than someone else's. More than someone.
It's always kill or be killed in the end, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Rather regrettable.
After you stole my spell book and my scrolls, I had no way of defending myself. I was ambushed by wolves on the trail to where I was going. They never found my body.
Well, can't you? Didn't you? You didn't. Those were all your spells. I took all of them. You didn't have any more. You couldn't make any more.
It was all I had. He stares up at the night sky, which has since cleared since the conversation has started. The light of the stars is kind of shining down, and you think to yourself that you could almost see through this man entirely. Are you really even seeing him?
I'll ask him directly. I'll say, so if you died to those wolves, how are you over here?
Isn't it obvious, Holden?
Perhaps.
He stands up on his feet into the rowboat and starts to walk towards you. With his arms outstretched, palms up, as if in obeisance or to embrace you. I'm not really here at all, am I?
No. You definitely say I imagined you. That's what I think. But maybe you came up with some magic on your deathbed that got you into my mind.
Do you think that makes you safe?
Safe? No, but I've never been safe. That's okay.
He approaches right up to you, and you realize the closer that he's getting to you, the older he's appearing, until eventually his skin rots away, and he's nothing but a bearded skull, breathing down, standing over you, the stench of death, and he goes to embrace you and pull you into the water, and you don't think you can breathe. You're struggling to breathe.
I'll try and fight him then and get out.
As you try and throw him off of you, you wake up.
Oh, I look around quickly. Do I see all the good people, not the wizard man?
Well, you wake up. You're touching Marius on your right, Kadash on your left. Houdini has even fallen asleep sitting down on the far end of the rowboat. Maguire is off on his own on the opposite end.
All right, I'll quickly while panting a bit, I'll quickly glance at them and say, "Oh, it's great to see you again. I almost thought I'd lost you for a moment." Just to the party.
The fuck you mean? You were out napping. What the fuck you talking about?
Yes. I had a bit of a dream, and it was quite vivid.
Well, be careful with that. The sea has maddened many a man. I've seen it myself.
Sounds like you're haunted by your past, consciously
Yes.
or unconsciously. Hard to say.
Well, that may be the case, but there's not much I can do about it now.
No, not really. So, is there anything notable of it?
Oh no, it was just, you know, this old wizard that I had stumbled onto at some point. And that's all. I will then Holden will take a moment and sort of look up and just think about things. Do a big think.
Do a big think.
If you had to kill him, I really wouldn't. I'd say don't feel too bad about it. Everyone, it's a killer be killed world. If you don't,
Hmm.
you're kind of fucked.
Yep.
Because if someone is weaker than you are, it doesn't really
Mm.
warrant feeling bad for the rest of your life about it, unless it was like a child or a woman. But even then, some children, they really got it fucking coming.
Well, you ladies are gossiping. I'm gonna see about getting our bearings a little bit. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna take a look around, see if I can get an idea of where we are at, even a vague one.
Marius, as you take a look around, you can see a shoreline far, far off to the west. It's just on the edge of eyesight. The sun, or I said west, I meant east. Shit, sorry, I know my directions. Right in the direction of the sun, just peeking up over the horizon as well.
We got shoreline.
Looks to be about, I don't know, 3 hours distant on this little rowboat. You'd get there a lot faster on a regular boat, but you're in a little rowboat.
And then what can I see? I have a +3 to perception.
To the east, we got shoreline. Let's paddle a little bit.
Is there anything else that he didn't notice that I can, or am I noticing pretty much the same thing?
Well, I didn't ask for rolls, and if you're asking about passive, you don't. But Kadesh, you do notice that Maguire hasn't really moved from his position. It's as if he's still asleep.
Can I see if my bring it feels any different than usual? Without
You
kind of
rub
rub
the,
my ring a little bit while I ponder the situation of why he's not moving. Almost certain he's dead, but
Why would you think that?
because we took a lot of arrows and spells and a lot of crazy shit. So there's a high chance something could have snuck past and we didn't notice. an injury.
Okay. Are you gonna take a look at him or just
Yeah.
stay where you're
I'm
sitting?
gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna look at him from a distance at first, and I'm gonna kind of rub my ring, see if I can kind of my ring feels any. I don't know. Magic's weird sometimes. I don't know if it would pick anything up, or if I just pick it up through perception. I can do either.
You can kind of think of like rubbing your ring as a sort of tell that you're pondering a situation, just sort of like a habit you've picked up. Because
Occasionally,
it's strangely
yeah.
cold to the touch, like regardless of it being perched on your finger and being near enough to heat or not, it feels as if holding an ice cube.
Mm.
But it's not uncomfortable. Like you can wear it and feel its chill, but
Yeah.
it's not like a real ice cube where you're kind of like, okay, I'm squeezing this thing and it kind of hurts after a bit because it's so cold.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just me. I don't know if you've ever had that situation before.
Not. I know what you're talking about. You know what? Let's turn that into an investigation check. Can I roll for that?
Yeah, if you'd like to
I'm gonna.
roll
I'm gonna.
some dice, go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and roll
poke
some
at him.
dice. Roll that investigation. Okay. So Kadash, as Marius is getting the ore and nudging Houdini awake, you move over to Maguire, who's tucked up underneath the forwardmost bench of the rowboat, and you realize, oh, he is moving. He's jittering a bit, shaking, but not as if from cold. It's almost like a tick. His whole body, it's as if he's in some sort of paralysis.
Uh. hmm. Can I make a medicine check? See if I can figure out why he's switching.
Sure.
Woo! Modified 20.
Well, since none of you are saying anything to him, you turn him over, and first thing you see is his older face. He's the eldest amongst you all, about in his mid-40s. And hidden underneath his deer skull mask perched atop his head and draped underneath a bunch of random animal furs, you notice that the left side of his face is drooping a bit,
Oh, great.
and he's twitching as if undergoing some seizure.
What happened? The poison get him?
With a medicine check of modified 20, what do I know?
He's having a heart attack.
Seems more like a stroke to me because the side of his face is slouching. It's like heart attack and stroke at the same time. Man, he's fucked.
I'm gonna. I
Jesus
will.
Christ.
I will hear this. I'm gonna quickly like lean over him and start trying to tap him awake, not quite knowing what to do. And I say, "Come
That's
on,
not
man."
gonna. That's not gonna do anything. I'm gonna spare the
I know it's.
dying.
Oh. All right. I'll stand back and let him do that. However, I will also comment like, how are you gonna pay us? Come on, you gave us this task. You got to pull through so you can give us our good benefits.
Does spare the dying do anything?
Don't talk about money on a man's deathbed. Ain't right.
Houdini
Oh, okay.
also hops up and tries to shake him out of it. But Kadash, as you attempt to pull the magical knowledge of Spare the Dying out from your ring and place it over his heart, you realize that you can kind of feel his essence leaving him. At some point, while you had all drifted off to sleep, he'd begun seizing up, and if you'd gotten to him maybe 30 minutes ago, you may have pulled him out of it, but he's too far gone.
So what you're saying is, "Omae wa mu shinderu."
I didn't say that. But Houdini,
To paraphrase.
he's like struggling. You can't quite interpret what is going on with this frog person because he's a frog, is what I'm trying to indicate.
Does the spare the dying at least make him seem to be in less agony?
Well, yeah,
Visibly?
I was about to say that as Houdini is trying to communicate with him, his eyes are rolling into the back of his head and he's breaking into a cold sweat. He even comes to realize that it's already over for him, and your spare the dying gives him less pain as he lets out a final breath and falls asleep one final time.
Well, that sucks. At least the magic eased the death. I'm assuming.
That's
I
a
don't-
nasty way to go.
I'm still
On a
not
rowboat
sure
in the
how
middle
this
of
matter stuff
nowhere.
works entirely. So, but yeah, that is pretty bad.
Best not leave him here, though. When we get to shore, we best give him a proper burial. Don't want him coming back as a revenant or something like that. Heard stories, you know.
Yeah,
People who died suddenly, when they don't get proper burials, they come back as something else, something a
Yeah.
lot nastier.
they also tend to smell. Well,
Caleb,
they died.
you sound
We're
so
all-
psychopathic right there.
That is, that's a bit much, Mike.
I'm sorry I laughed. I couldn't help it.
That's
no,
a
I'm
bit
not
much.
there, but that's fucking funny.
Yeah. Holy shit.
We're only a
Mikadash
couple
sees
hours away
death
from
all the
shore.
time.
We're only a couple hours away from shore. He won't be smelly by the time we get there.
No, I
We can
think he'll
keep
be
him
pretty
here.
much smelly in about 5, 4, 3, 2. Yep, there it is.
Are you sure that's not just the swamp water? Go on. Let's check for us.
No,
We're
no.
not dumping him in the fucking
After
water. Alright?
after you, I'm going to. What do I got? What do I got? What do I got on me? What do I got on me?
What can you do
What
at
has
this
he got?
point?
What does he have on him? Anything I could like use to lessen the smell using a survival check or something?
Well, Houdini feels in denial of the situation for a second, but he then crosses both hands over himself as if in obeisance and prayer and whispers something in his own native tongue. He notices your intent, and he opens up a very particular bag.
Oh wait, I have alchemist supplies.
You
Does he
do.
as well?
I'm actually trying to find it. Ah, here it is. I found his character sheet. Just to see what he has on his character right here.
Yeah, because I should have tools alchemy supplies.
I know
This
there's
was
no
Motivation's character, right?
Yes. I know there's no nice way of doing this, but I mean, he does have useful things on him, you know.
Yeah.
But Houdini finishes
I mean, I'm
muttering a prayer and
Yeah. Houdini's the one who had. Wait, who had the frog again? Friend?
yeah, Maguire. It was his buddy.
Maguire?
Yeah,
So-
that was his friend.
Oh, so
yeah.
Houdini is the. Oh. Maguire's
Yeah.
buddy. Oh.
The frog.
Aw, man. It's a frog who died. I thought it was Maguire who died. I confused
Yeah, it was
the names.
Maguire who died.
It wasn't Maguire. Maguire's dead.
Oh, okay.
It's not the frog who's dead. Frogs, I don't
Oh,
know what
okay.
the frog's gonna do though. But Maguire was a bit important for this particular arc, so
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna motion to his stuff and look at Houdini. May I look for something that could be useful?
He seems protective at first, but seeing that you clearly don't mean to do anything worse, he
Yeah, because
allows you.
I may be an asshole and a thief, but at least I'm not gonna rob a guy whose friend is actively mourning him. in front
I
of me.
kneel
a
down to
boat
the
in
frog and
middle of the
I
ocean.
tell him as much. We're just looking for anything important. We'll spare him his dignity, I promise you. We won't
Yeah.
take his clothes.
I don't need his clothes. I have my own.
Yeah, but some people would be psychopathic enough to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know where those clothes have been.
Houdini takes the staff that was Maguire's staff, as well as his deer skull helm, and
Oh wait, did he have magicals? Do you have spells and stuff?
oh my god.
Oh my god.
he just
we
had
were
a
looting a companion, dude. Come on.
he had
It
a
might be useful.
he had
It's
a
an only
druidic
useful thing.
focus, and that was it. Leather
That wouldn't be
armor,
useful to the
scimitar, and a
warlock, probably.
spring, a sling, and a bedroll
Um,
filled with supplies and whatnot. Houdini, as he's watching you search through his belongings, he just kind of says in broken common, "This train, it take him."
Magic was a bit too much, was it? Oh. Poor bastard.
guess guess a little too that escape was a little too stressful for him, unfortunately. Do I find anything like alchemy supplies or like flowers or anything or incense or something?
He has various bits of flora tucked away in random pockets. You're not quite sure why he was carrying around certain aspects of it. It's not like he had a kit where he kept it
I
all
mean,
organized.
I can assume based on my limited knowledge of magic, it's probably something to do with his magic,
or
most likely.
even not
Consider he
that.
was the druid.
I mean, he's just as much an old hermit who comes up with home remedies for basic illnesses
That too.
like hay
Any-
fever.
Anything like letters or you said supplies as well. I'll probably want to take those, like any sort of rations.
Yeah, you've got a day's 10 days worth of rations, 50
And
feet
then
of
how many of
hempen.
us are there on the boat right now?
4.
I say we give 10 by 4. We split it up evenly, but we give Frogman the extras where it wouldn't are the ones that wouldn't end up even.
And 5 silver.
Oh yeah, who did you say had the deer skull
Houdini,
helm?
Druid.
Houdini.
Houdini took the deer skull and stuff like that. Yeah.
he put
Okay.
it on, and
Like he's wearing
yeah.
wearing it, or okay.
I can actually, let me find you a picture of him.
Yeah.
'Cause
I was gonna say
like his art.
if no one took it, I would have wanted to see how it looked on that frog.
Yeah, the food I'm gonna say Kadash would divvy up among everybody, but the money, as much as he is a greedy bastard and wants to take the money for himself, he's gonna give it to Houdini, considering it was his friend's money. And then
My life quest not over. Must bury. Need help. And he jumps out of the rowboat and starts swimming to shore.
okay,
Well, looks like we're already
now
here.
we're gonna now that's gonna be a little bit slower for us to row. I'm gonna burn some of the various flowers and stuff to act like incense, so we don't have to smell the stench of death away the shore.
Well, he just passed literally 2 minutes ago, so
Yes,
rigor
but
mortis
bowels
hasn't.
release.
Yeah, it hasn't happened quite yet. And in any case, there's also an overwhelming stench of salt water as well.
Yes, but I'm gonna
Oh, I
Not-
understand what you're doing.
yeah,
Yeah,
put the salt water too. This is more of just a role play thing.
yeah I
know it's not
understand.
important.
As
All right.
an arrow lands in one of the benches on the rowboat.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa,
Uh,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, shit.
Better not be more of those bastards again. I'll give them what for this time.
I'm gonna hope for the best and assume it was just someone trying to get our attention and try and use Would you say is I can just say passive perception is enough to tell me where the arrow came from?
What is your passive perception? Just so I know.
13.
13. Well, you look up in the direction of where it would have been shot from, and you see two little dots on the from behind you. Getting
Well, that's
closer.
one hell of a shot.
Oh,
Surprised I got that close at all. That's worrying. That seems like they might be quite skilled.
Your
that case.
pursuers have followed you all the way out here into the middle of the Gulf.
Oh,
They're on boat.
Christ.
More boat combat?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. Alright, at will, mage armor.
All right,
No
let's show
cost to
these
me.
bastards what for. I'll make them into fucking belts.
Okay.
I'm gonna use I'm gonna use disguise self, which is also at will. And I'm just gonna make myself harder to see against the background of the sea.
Okay. So you dropped your mage armor. You can do that innately. And your disguise self is 1 action, duration 1 hour, no concentration. Okay.
No, if wait, no, I don't need to drop my if mage armor's concentration, just isn't it?
I didn't say that. I was saying
Well,
disguise self is not concentration, so you put it up.
Okay, so can't I have both mage armor and disguise self then?
Yes.
Okay.
That is what I was saying. No
The
worries.
the phrasing just confused me. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Everybody, well, you're not all on the battlefield yet. You're all bunched up together on the map. Let me ungroup you all.
Also, I mean, I don't know how mechanically it will affect things, but me saying like I actively make it harder to see me against the outline. Will that make it harder for them to hit me from a distance?
I would say so. That seems like a creative use of that spell. I haven't read through it quite yet, but
It's you make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, or other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it.
yeah, that'd be like
you-
getting disadvantage on that roll. So, everybody, hold on. I need to put Holden on the field.
yeah, I was about to say.
There you are. So there's no moving. I mean, you can,
Yeah.
one of you would have to sacrifice your turn to get down and row, basically, if you wanted to move anywhere. I'll just put him off the field. There you go. So everybody select your token and roll initiative. Remember to select your token. Remember to connect your thingamajig between the two tabs like you're supposed to.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
yikes.
Wow. We're off to a good start here.
Okay, and now I'm gonna roll this. Doop doop doo.
I'm gonna roll initiative. Am I muted? No, I'm unmuted. I'm gonna roll initiative just to make sure the beyond is connected.
Ooh,
Hold
not
on,
here.
hold on,
question.
hold on.
How big was
There you go.
Holden? Not Holden. Was it what the guy who's dead? His name was Houdini, right?
Maguire.
Maguire. Okay. Houdini
Yes.
was the frog. How big was Maguire?
I think old person sized.
He
Like,
was a couple inches taller than you. Pro
And
I
what's
put
it- what
your
was-
thing there. Thank you.
what was his weight?
Yeah, I was just making sure it was
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
properly.
How much did he weigh?
He didn't write it down, but he's not heavy. He's pretty lean.
How wide would you say he is?
Well, he wears a big, bulky coat. What are you getting at?
If I were to position him, could he be considered partial cover?
You would need to crouch down. You'd basically be prone doing that.
Okay, so these guys are not enemies, right? The guys on the south?
Yeah,
Or are
that's-
they-
That's Pro-S's character, which I was about
Yeah.
to get to.
Oh, yeah.
in a
That's
second.
me. Please don't shoot me.
Yeah, don't shoot him. Don't shoot him.
I'm just fishing.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm just
fishing.
making sure.
It's just a fisherman.
Also, I
about
don't
it.
know why my HP hasn't updated. Let me.
So, how far are they from us? Is the question.
We haven't updated our tokens here.
Yeah, I just did that. I set it to 26.
Once again,
Oh,
very chill
yeah.
stream. We're in no hurry. Let me just reset your
I-
tokens. Boop, 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 boop.
19.
That. What's up, Moko?
Oh, I was trying to set the token health value. Oh, okay, I see now.
You got it?
Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay.
I figured it out.
Features
Okay.
and traits.
Just hit save.
Boom. There we go.
Ah, shoot! I didn't grab the push or pull like I originally planned to. I forgot. I switched to just agonizing mask mini faces.
Okay. So, as this is all happening, Iraq, you're on your rowboat out some miles from shore where you've made a bit of a home for yourself in Littoral Nell off the coast of the Dragon Cove. This town is peaceful. It's isolated. You've stayed here longer than any other town in previous years during your journey, because most people don't really know who you are and understand at face value that you're here to help. You were given a place to stay, and regularly, every morning, go out before the sun is up to catch some fish to hopefully sell in the market. You've made a decent living for yourself, though humble.
Nothing wrong with being humble. Having a humble life.
I'm so humble, guys. You wouldn't even believe how humble I am.
I'm the most humble. Of all the people I've talked to, I'm the most humble. Some people say I'm more humble than Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
So, as you're out
No,
here,
some people. What if my character was just just the Trump the whole time?
Well, you heard the rest
I
of the
can't do
party.
a good
They're
enough
like,
impression.
"Oh
That'd be too
no."
silly. Sorry.
Normally, a young boy named Cliff comes by to help you cast out the lines in the net. But today, like many other days, he decided to be lazy. He's probably off lounging on the beach somewhere, so you went out alone. Very reminiscent of a certain Hemingway book. Casting out various lines and rods. And last of all, your big net, which you try and catch many schools of fish. Many of the other fishermen that you rowed out with have traveled along further south. You're all on your own now, but you enjoy the peacefulness of being out here by yourself, as if the sea itself were an old friend you were greeting. You get up, and you throw the net out, and by Pelagia herself, you actually got a catch.
Yippee!
Happy,
I pull in
happy,
the net.
happy.
A lot of resistance on this one. You must have really caught a lot of fish.
Uh-oh. Oh, I just realized what happened.
Go ahead and
Oh yeah, here we go.
roll strength, athletics, which
Ribbit.
is alphabetical on your skill list right there. There's way less skills in 5th edition compared to 3.5.
Yeah, there are. Jeez. I got a 17.
They consolidated a lot.
I mean, basically everyone used to be basically the War Master fighter as well.
Yeah. Okay. So you actually beat it, and you throw up with all of your might.
Ribbit.
Because, despite appearances, you are very strong and very capable in your
I
age.
I'd imagine he's
I
gotta
am
be for a
indeed.
crusty old sea man.
And he throws up. Oh my god, the color commentary is just.
I'm
Yes, the crusty
All
seaman.
right, all right.
You
Oh my
throw
god.
up your
I
I
net.
wasn't
Alright.
making it like that. I wasn't making it like that,
I
you
know,
guys.
but
You throw up your net, and you dump it out onto your rowboat. And you're rather bewildered not to find a whole school of fish, but a rather large and man-sized frog flapping
called it.
about.
Is whatever race this is common? Like I've never met one of these people, or have I?
You've certainly heard of the Gripply, but you've never met one before.
Hmm.
They've never
My first
traveled
suspicion
this far out.
is some kind of mutant oversized frog.
He is
What?
flapping about on the
Uh,
rowboat.
What the heavens?
Yeah.
It's dead, right?
He's flapping about, and he coughs up a bunch of seawater, and he
Oh, he's
leaps up
alive.
into the air. He leaps up a standing 30-foot leap up into the air, high up above. And then he
Shoving
lands.
the boat into the water,
Yeah, he lands
knocking everything about.
on the opposite end of the rowboat, just knocking you about onto your ass, and you have to like pick yourself up. And he's brandishing this rather gnarly looking spear at you.
My God!
He seems to be cursing in his
Whoa,
native
whoa, whoa!
tongue.
I speak to him in common. Calm yourself. I mean, you no harm. There's no need for weapons. I'm but a humble fisherman.
There's a moment of tension between you two. As go ahead and roll persuasion. Doop, doop, doop. I keep rolling it. Oh, that was mine. Damn, you're rolling high.
Shit!
Getting all the high
I have
rolls out of
plus
the
0.
way.
I have plus 0 to persuasion.
getting the high rolls out of the way in time for combat.
The
Yay.
frog person, the Gripply. He's holding this rather sharp-looking three-pronged spear. It looks like a homemade trident right at your neck, but he looks at you. His long tongue shoots out and licks itself against his open eye to clean it off. And just kind of tilts his head in one direction and lowers the spear.
Well, glad there's no hostility between us. Can you speak common?
It nods.
What are you doing out here? You could have drowned. I think.
I love this guy's naivety.
Good swimmer.
Well, the sea does swallow up every type of swimmer, from novice to master. So, if you'd like a trip back to shore on my rowboat, you're more than welcome to accompany me back.
It tilts its head in the other direction, as if pondering this for a moment. Have friends, allies, and he points in the direction. Out there. Need help?
I assume he's talking about other frog people.
You can't
So
assume
and
that.
I look at water. I'm looking at the water off in that direction. I'm just scanning the surface of the water to see any swimming creatures.
Roll perception, which is right next to persuasion.
Person.
I love rolling dice. Okay.
Clicky clack, Madbox.
So the sun is at your back, but it has started to rise. And you would have missed it if it hadn't been pointed out to you. But there's a small rowboat out there. And some figures moving about in it.
Fall off your boat, did you? Well, no worries. Help me bring these lines in and we'll row right over to your friends.
Houdini, well, you don't know his name yet. The frog person drops his trident thing onto the deck of your rowboat and begins doing as such. He was very quick to trust you for some reason.
I'm an unarmed fisherman.
Yeah. This takes some time, but
Alright.
after your supplies are rolled up, it puts its weird webbed hand over where you assume its heart is and gives a small bow. Houdini.
Yeah.
Wait,
Mad
bow in
gal.
return. Irok, nice to make your acquaintance.
Irok. Thank you.
Shall we?
And you forge a new friendship.
Yeah, hell yeah, with a frog.
I like Houdini. I literally came up with him on the spot, and I already love him. Anyway, let me
He's
put his
cool as
token-
hell.
Let me put his token down right there.
He's a pretty neat little frog guy.
Yeah.
I agree.
Meanwhile,
Well,
that's
I
right.
was
Go ahead.
I'm gonna row toward a boat or to at the figures.
Houdini helps you out, making
After.
the process much faster.
Yeah.
So, this is not accurate, this battle map. This is just so you understand generally the direction. So, say, for example, I took the measuring tool. That's about 40 feet. But it's really not. It's more like 80 feet. So let's just double. So
10
That's
feet
45.
squares.
yeah, 10 feet per square. And plus, there's no need to be super accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some D&D games I see where they play without a grid. They don't even have like any necessity
Yeah.
for measurements. They just do it. And that's kind of
Yeah.
how I'm doing it now.
Well,
But
I mean, will you tell us rough estimation at least, so we can base it on our ranges?
well, I can tell you this much: you are never out of range with Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
So, though you might be at disadvantage with short bows and long bows, or not long bows, just the short bow.
What about Wait, hold on. What is the range for light frost?
It's roughly the same.
8320.
Okay. So, a bunch of arrows are splashing around your rowboat, but missing. Trying to fire a bow and arrow on a rowboat out in open water, it's very difficult, but they're sure giving it their college try. And that's their turn, Kadesh.
Okay. Are they just in rowboats as well?
Yes,
I'll be right back.
no problem. Bless you.
Can I target
Jesus
their
Christ.
oars? Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah,
Bless you.
bless you.
I would like to agonizing blast their oar.
Okay, let me find the stat block for this. Go ahead and roll.
I would say the boat, but I feel like the boat has more hit points than the oar does. Plus, as long as I can at least destroy one oar on each boat, it'll slow them down a considerable amount.
Roll that attack button.
Okay. Bills.
Let me check the thing real quick. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, you definitely beat that AC. And an agonizing blast flies out of your hand from the ring and crackles along in a strange pattern in the air.
Well,
And,
can't we just say it comes out of my hand? Because
and your ring
so
is
that
on
way
your
it's not
hand.
doesn't only come out of one hand.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't have a ring on each hand though. Is the thing.
Yeah, you can do it however you want. It's up to you.
Okay.
It does like this very strange movement in the air, like it goes around in a circle and at a weird jagged angle before finally
Yeah.
landing on the ore itself, and it
Doesn't
shatters
seem to
into a
quite
bunch
make
of
sense.
wood chips. Yeah, it's not like you're aiming. I mean, you are, but like
I'm aiming, but more by feel than by
it's a different skill set
Eh.
to a bow and arrow, basically.
yeah.
But one of the ores shatters.
Which boat? The top or bottom one?
Top or bottom? What?
There's two boats, isn't there, of enemies?
Yeah, which one did you want to aim it at? Top or
Uh,
bottom?
I can hit both. Which one? Which one was closer to being accurate? I noticed.
I mean,
Whichever one got closer to hitting us, I'd say I went for first.
okay. I'll just say that's the northern one
Okay.
in this case, and I'll mark it. Here, let me group these together. Group, and
Because now that definitely slows them down because they have to switch sides of the ore constantly.
let me give it a little dot. There. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Well, Eldritch Blast cost one action, so, sir.
Oh shit! I'm eating into the mic. I'm sure the dog watchers are gonna love that one.
I
Crunch,
don't think
crunch.
Expeditious Retreat. Oh, that's range self. I don't think that'll help the boat. Now my other spells are one action. Inventory. I don't think a torch is gonna help, so I'm gonna say I'm out of things to do for this turn.
Okay.
I place my card face down and end a turn.
Oh my god. Holden?
All right. Is Hellbeard here?
I don't think so. He had to go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I was gonna ask if he was back, but he's not. So I can ask him to row the boat, which I will do when he gets back.
Okay.
I am going to take out my short bow and aim for the bottom boat. See if I can manage this. Is that a normal roll? Disadvantage, advantage? Well, there wouldn't be advantage, but you know.
It would probably be at disadvantage from this.
80.
I'm
Yeah, I
trying
think that's.
trying to find it on my sheet. Okay, no, not that one. Short bow is what's the
80
range?
feet to 320. 80 feet normal, 320 feet, up to 320 with disadvantage. So I think.
It's just barely a flat roll. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Flat. Roll. What is up with the twos? I've got. All of my rolls have been twos.
So you loose an arrow, and it shoots wide, landing in the water nearby.
Rats.
Rats. They're rats.
Paper
All right,
has.
that'll be it. That'll be it for my. I
Huh?
can't do anything else.
You have internet brain rot. Remember, you have bonus action, as well as like free action.
I mean, yeah, that'd be more applicable in like I can't exactly dash or
True.
disengage.
Very true.
Yeah, I mean, there's no spells that I want to cast. So
You were gonna say to have Marius row, but you need 2 people to go anywhere.
I need 2 people. I guess after I realize that my aim is not up to the task, I will put down my bow and get to rowing.
Oh man.
I'll keep shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not quite the same because it's coming from my body. I can kind of compensate for the rocking of the boat a little more.
We'll skip over Marius' turn for now, and have the snakekin go again.
And has the top boat fallen? Have we started to move at all yet, or are they? So are they losing distance on us? The top boat that I destroyed one of their oars.
You guys haven't moved. The northernmost boat has slowed down, but this one's still coming at you.
Okay,
I'm looking at
I didn't
these
see you point.
rolls.
Yeah, okay.
What are you saying?
Nothing.
I'm looking at these rolls, and they're all single digits. None of them hit.
Let's fucking go. They are really not. They do not have their sea legs.
Kadash?
I'm second verse, same as the first on the other boat.
Okay. Roll the hit. Okay. So a 10 would miss in this instance.
Do I at least hit anything on the boat?
New.
Complete miss. Okay.
Your
Do I make them
Eldritch.
swerve at all?
Oh, they swerved.
Okay.
They dodged out of
And
it.
as long as I slow them down even the slightest bit is all that matters. It wasn't a complete waste of turn. And
I could paralyze you if you want.
guess that's it. No. No thanks.
Okay.
I think I'm good on paralyzing. I'll pass.
I mean, it's just an offer. Holden.
Wait, actually, how close are they?
Just double that.
45. Okay. Oh, double that?
Yeah.
You said?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Holden's turn.
Shoot.
All right. I guess I will.
I'm back.
I will get to rowing for now. Oh, he's back.
You're just gonna row, but on your own you can't go anywhere. You'd need two people.
I will. I will call out to Marius to get to help us get out of the danger.
Row,
Come on,
row,
Marius.
fight
We
the
got places
power.
to be.
Right, let's go.
So
The
yep.
sooner we
All
get
right.
out of this bloody water, the better. I fight better on land anyway.
So Marius, you have 2 turns that you can spend however you'd like. Holden is suggesting you row instead of fight.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll my fucking ass off.
Yeah,
Good thing
that's
I
a good
have
idea.
a high athletics check.
You move closer to shore in this direction.
All right.
Top of the order, Iraq and Houdini are here. Roll initiative. And you remember how to do that, right,
Rock.
Proas?
That's fine.
You gotta have the thing
Yeah.
selected.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I gotta select my dude, go over to Beyond,
Rest of the
click
party,
the roll.
make perception checks.
All right.
Also,
Yes?
guys, just heads up. I think we should not immediately beeline it for sure. I think we should try and strand these guys out at sea at very least, and then make our way to shore. Because if we just let them get to shore, they can still chase us. But if we leave them out here,
Okay.
it'll be more difficult for them. All right, perception. You said.
Yes, sir.
Perception. That's just regular perception, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Let's go. Practice perception.
Save.
I see everything almost.
Okay. Let me organize this manually. The snakekin continue firing their arrows. One of them actually manages to hit.
Wow.
Kadash. Well, actually, wait, Kadash, what is your AC? I should probably ask that first before I confirm hits. Go ahead.
I already so 13 plus Dex. So I have 15 AC.
Okay. They rolled obnoxiously Wait a second. No, they're at disadvantage. Never mind. I
Yes.
misread this. You don't get hit, but one does whiz right by your face and lands in the water.
Or would you say it just dinks off the magical armor?
Yeah, I could do that too. That's where
I feel like that's a little bit more exciting.
that's where the other armor went. I'm glad you're giving. Okay, never mind. Houdini is kind of
I'm
standing
curious.
up on the edge of the. Fuck. Let me look at this thing. I'm so dumb.
Dumb.
I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Hold on. On the bow. It's called the bow. Everybody. I'm so stupid. So Houdini's perched up on the bow, doing the that Captain Morgan pose, and he points out to you, Iraq. Enemies, snakes.
Oh, well, we should avoid them. Aye. Oh. It'll take two of us to row this rowboat. So get down here and help me row. We'll meet up with your friends. I'll set a interception course to the other rowboat.
Okay. So the two of you move. About that much. You're more about like right there. So let's see. Let's use a measure tool. Yep. Roughly 60 feet away. Let's see who rolled. Yeah, Kadash, you just have eyes everywhere. You've basically jumped up into panic mode. You're firing after these 𝐂𝐴𝐿 chasing after you from behind. You turn around to look for other enemies and you see another boat. For a second, you think they're trying to flank you when you realize that Houdini is on the bow of it with a random older gentleman you don't quite recognize.
So anyway, I started blasting
Yep, it is now your turn.
at the snakes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Geez, we are just right on the edge of my range. I am still.
They're like
Oh, they're
right
moving.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to
Oh,
move them.
okay. Well then, I'm going to. Can I do a quick survey of the boat? Do I notice anything particularly interesting about it? Anywhere that I could potentially aim for to make them slower than if I were to just hit an oar again?
You could do that same strategy again, yeah.
Well,
It's
I mean, is
basically
there
the
anything
same.
else I could do besides that?
I mean, that's a pretty open-ended question, but
Is there a possible way I could use deception as well as my attack to try and convince them by like splashing water or something, thinking I put a hole in the boat when I didn't?
if you attack the boat, you could punch holes in it. Like if you wanted to attack that instead of the oars. And it wouldn't be an illusion, it would literally happen. You could sink them.
Okay. Like, how sturdy do these boats look? Do they look like they're kind of old, or do they look like they're pretty thick wood, pretty recently made?
I mean, they're pretty sturdy. They're pretty well made.
Does it look the same as our boat?
Well, yours is tricked up a bit nicer.
Mm-hmm. I spent good money for this one.
Okay. Can I make a quick I guess investigation check, because I don't think perception would cover it, of our boat to see which areas look like they would be slightly more fortified than a standard one? Like if I notice anywhere on the boat that looks slightly fancier, like strength wise,
You're looking for like
because it's the
structural weaknesses, basically.
yeah, I'm looking for where on ours it's been reinforced. Theirs likely wouldn't, because I'd imagine more expensive ones would have areas fixed that normally would cause problems on lesser quality.
Well, clearly I know a lot about boats because I remember I could remember what a
You can
bow
just
was.
bullshit, honestly.
No, I'm making a joke. Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
But what I will say is that like if you hit it right on the stern or port, like right on the side, the biggest target essentially, as opposed to trying to hit the bow or stern.
I'm just trying to figure which would have the best likelihood if I hit it to punch through.
I mean, they're not combat ships; they're rowboats.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
little rowboats.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh shit! No.
I don't think you'd have to roll for that.
60,
Just indicate
45.
what
Okay.
side you need.
So we're not. We're outside of Ray Sickness, but still inside Eldritch Blast. Okay. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast or Agonizing Blast. Where I think I have the best chance to hit the boat.
Okay. Roll that die.
Let's fucking go!
Jesus. That is a 22. Yeah, you definitely hit. You not
Nice.
only punch one but two holes. It goes right through the side of the boat.
Does it push him at all since it's force damage? Does it like kind of make him turn slightly?
Is that agonizing blast? Does it push them?
Uh,
Because I think
I
they're
just force damage, so I don't know if
I
we're on
don't
boats.
think that's how force damage works.
It's not. I don't know. It's yeah. Okay.
It might
Just never
rock
mind.
the boat at
I'm just
least.
oh, it
yeah.
definitely rocked it, and they're taking on a lot of water and they're panicking.
Let's go. All right.
A
All that
couple
matters.
of them do have a certain bloodlust about them and are firing at you anyway, but they're not moving anymore.
Good.
But Iraq, you're seeing this combat take place. You see what appears to be not that. You see what appears to be strange energy pouring out of the hand of one of the occupants of this rowboat.
But it's hard to tell the shape since he's very much looks camouflaged with the scene before you.
It's just coming out of nowhere.
I wouldn't say nowhere, just very hard to see.
I'm gonna
I'd say
say
I'd say
nowhere.
since he's used to the ocean, he'd have an easier time than
Oh my
most
God.
to see me.
But you know what it is.
They're being pursued by whom?
You know
By
that that's
Whom are
sorcery.
they being pursued by? Yes. Are the snake people? What are they?
Roll perception. Because that is 140 feet away. $11.
There it goes.
Okay. It's a pretty easy DC. And you met it. But basically,
Yippee.
you're just squinting out, just at the edge of your vision, you're seeing on this particular rowboat a group of what appear to be humans. Though upon closer examination, you notice that there's something off about them. Their faces are too perfect, too symmetrical. And then you realize that their brows are incredibly heavy, and their eyes are practically glowing yellow with black slits. They're serpentine. And the closest
Oh
to
my
you
goodness.
bears their fangs. These are humanoid, but obviously snake.
Evil serpents. Okay. My turn.
That was your free action, which you can roll
Mhm.
to look at what you want. You get your action, your bonus action.
I'm going to keep rowing
Okay.
towards me and Houdini.
Houdini, like the Jawas say in A New Hope. Houdini.
Houdini.
Let's see. By this point, yeah, regardless of roles, everybody can now see Houdini and another man in a rowboat rowing out to you.
Oh.
Holden.
All right.
Holding my.
Yes. Let's see. I guess I'll yell over to Houdini and say, "Have you found a friend for us?"
I'd say, assuming that since he hasn't fired upon us yet, and Houdini seems to be in good health,
Well,
likely yes.
Yes, rhetorically speaking, I will ask.
It is a rhetorical question.
Sorry. Sorry. Kind of in the middle of battle, so my bad.
Houdini's waving his trident around.
All right. I guess you said you want us to keep you in range for your. Do you still have some space for Eldritch Blast? If we kept moving, or is that going to get you out of range, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭? Hello?
To Kadesh.
Pardon me.
If I keep moving the boat, will you still be in normal Eldritch Blast range, or will that put you into like disadvantage or anything?
Let's see here. This boat that's not doesn't have a hole in it is 110 feet away. So, unless are they gaining at all on us? The one with the one oar.
They are, but it's very slow. Like
So,
they've dramatically been decimated.
So
in
they're
speed.
they're 100 feet. Okay. I'd say, is the sinking boat still moving, or are they stopped dead in the water?
They're spinning around. They're attempting to bucket the water out of the rowboat and patch it
So
up.
you say they're occupied enough for us to focus on the other boat temporarily?
They're very occupied.
Okay. I'd say hold us right here. If I can get a hole in the other boat, we should be set to go.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. So, yeah. Yeah, you just need to make the hole in that boat, I guess. So I'll keep moving to the.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll be out of range if you go 10 feet. If you go
10
20
feet.
feet.
20 feet. Okay, I'll go 10 feet then. I will move
Okay.
10 feet.
That sounds good to me.
Just remember, 10 feet is 1 square.
Yes. All right. That will be it for me.
Marius the same as well, just helping paddle along. Since you're down a man. These guys are struggling. These guys are schmoving. And they will attempt
Relatively
one
moving.
attack. Yeah, they're very slow now. Okay, that is a 14. Against,
On me?
𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭. Yeah, because you're the...
Does not hit.
Yeah. Because if I... Yeah, it was a...
Once again, it
15,
pings
yeah.
off the top edge of my shoulder.
Houdini turns to you, Iraq. What do? What
Deja
do?
vu.
Re-row. Meet up with your friends.
Row, fight, power.
You just a little closer. Houdini could easily jump over to your boat, but he doesn't want to abandon you either, Iraq. Because without him rowing with you, you'd be slow enough for them to catch up.
Please no abandon. I mean, not that I really have anything to be afraid of. They don't know who I am. Nobody knows who I am. I'm just a random fisherman. I doubt they attack me, right?
I mean, you haven't attacked us yet, so.
I mean, there's also the 𝐂𝐴𝐭.
Right?
But yeah, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭.
Your days are numbered, snakes. You got a serious problem coming your way.
My God.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast their boat in a similarly advantageous spot. The dice god smile upon me once more.
Definitely hits for damage. Okay. You smash a hole into this one. Though they are still moving. They're doing their best. Iraq.
A question, the other boat, how is it looking? The one that has more holes in it?
They're becoming a memory to you. They're just...
Are they, like, how much of their boat is sunk?
I mean, you can't even see the boat anymore.
Oh, so you're gonna see, I'm gonna see the, like, the top edge of it peeking out and them just...
Struggling around, yeah. Trying to swim.
Suckers.
Oh. Please help. Continue to run towards these fellas that aren't shooting arrows at me yet, which is nice.
You
Ahoy!
pull right up. And all of you see Iraq for the first time now.
Careful! We're not alone!
Yes, I can see that. Why are these men chasing you?
That's a bit of a long story, but needless to say, they aren't the friendliest sort. I hope you're decent with a sword or a bow.
I am but a humble fisherman.
I
Well,
think the
in that-
snakes need to get better with a bow cut.
Go ahead.
What are you saying, Paper? Go ahead.
I was just making a boat joke.
You made a joke. Okay.
My God.
Because they don't seem to be doing so good with the... They do okay with their bows, but they need to do better with their boat.
And their bow.
No. I can handle myself in a fight, just not on a boat.
Well, then we best
Boats are
get
for
this-
fishing, not fighting.
Well, it sounds like you have something in common with them, then.
Well, at least those two. Those two over there are still a bit.
I mean, pretty much all of them have
Persistent.
missed any of us. I mean, they haven't hit you guys. They haven't... A couple of them have bounced off my mage armor.
All it takes is one hit, mate. They've got poison on them.
Poison. What's poison among friends? Or enemies? Same difference.
That's troublesome.
Joking,
Yeah.
joking.
They aren't playing around, that's for sure. I suggest we get to shore as quickly as possible. Maybe we can shoot off a few and get them before they can really...
I say we sink them before they make it to shore, because we barely made it out alive when we were fighting them on shore. But so far, the water should take care of the ones that are already sinking.
They can't swim?
They appear to not be able to very well.
Well, that works then. Alright.
I can just finish off this other boat. And then, do you want to just... It's kind of shooting fish in a barrel at this point, if we want to stick around and finish them off. Because there is no guarantee they'll drown. But who knows how far we'll be by the time we get to shore if they do.
This far out from shore, I doubt they'll make it if they're not strong swimmers.
Good point. But do we want to leave that chance, is the question.
Well, if they do make it to shore, they'll be worn out. Easy pickings.
I don't know. What do you think, old timer? I say to the fisherman.
Me, Ira.
Yes.
You do rock, man.
I'd prefer to resolve this without violence, but they seem dead set on killing you. I'd like to hear
Oh,
your
they
side of the
very
case.
nearly did. In fact, the
So
stress of it
perhaps
killed our
leaving them
friend
dead in
here.
the water.
I point. Unfortunately, I point to the body of. I forgot his name again.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're good. McGuire. Go ahead,
McGuire.
Horace.
I'm writing that down.
Well,
You
that is a
already
shame.
forgot
but
his
we
name.
will go.
I'm sure
We-
in-game me hasn't, but real life me is kind of bad with memory sometimes.
We're all a little retarded. It's okay.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Yeah. In game, you were talking to him like an hour ago. Unlikely you forgot his name. It's been a week, so yeah, I understand. Well, it's a shame that he had to pass, but at least he passed the peace sounds of waves hitting the ship. By the way, I agree with the one saying we should leave them dead in the water here. If they are as evil as you say.
So you're saying yes, we should kill them while they're fishing a barrel?
Snakes. Snakes in a barrel.
Figure of speech.
Thank you
Because it-
guys for refraining from making snakes on a plane jokes.
Oh my god, I wasn't
Plane?
even
What's a
thinking about
plane?
that.
That doesn't exist.
I know, right?
Yeah, it does. We're on a plane. There's other planes. You don't know about planes?
Oh yeah, planes of existence. Ah, I get it.
Technically, all snakes on a plane.
That's a
By the
good
way,
one.
I cannot assist you harming these individuals. I don't know your story or theirs.
I mean, that's fair. You are kind of some
Houdini and
random
I
fisherman.
I'm very happy to stay here in case you need rescuing from the sea.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Um. Okay, so uh, are we still in initiative, or are we out of initiative now since they're pretty much sinking?
well, one of them is still doing their best to gain on you.
Okay.
You're basically at a choice here. Do you want to stay and finish them off or leave? And I'm kind of waiting on
I'm one for finishing them off because there's no telling, they could get lucky. Someone could come pick them up. Uh, or they could somehow manage to barely swim to shore. If we just kill them, no one's gonna find their bodies once they sink, as well as their boats. So all evidence of them following us will be gone. If we finish them off, it's guaranteed. Plus, it shouldn't take more than an hour or two, at most, depending on how lucky I get with my shots. And they're flailing.
Iraq. You feel a bump against the bottom of your boat.
Oh shit.
Something large just brushed up against the rowboat you're standing
Lion
in.
turtle.
Not good.
Or alligator. One of the two.
Or a great white shark.
There are many creatures in these waters that I dare not encounter.
It doesn't help we've not exactly been subtle either.
I mean, there's no blood in the water yet.
And as you say that, surfacing between the two boats and leaping onto Iraq's boat is
Ah,
a
son of a bitch.
massive man with a snake head.
Ah, son of a bitch. They swim now?
Oh my god. And it bears its massive jaw out, distending as if to attack Houdini. Houdini is completely surprised by this. As
I think we're all
anyone would be.
surprised.
Am I able to get into that other boat from here?
Yeah. It wouldn't take much effort to just kind of move with the oar and then hop into the other boat. They're
Yeah,
small
well,
on the
10 feet
map,
away right now.
but you have more space to maneuver than what's shown here.
Yeah, because it's 10 feet between us and the other boat, so that's basically very easy to get over there.
Hey, I never gave you permission to come aboard.
It-
Where are your manners?
This guy is just like
Ooh!
standing 7 feet tall with a long distended snake neck
I can't wait for my turn to try a new trick.
and nothing but a loincloth. And he doesn't even seem to acknowledge Iraq, as if he's just some random fisherman as he reaches to grab Houdini by the throat. Contested athletics.
So this thing looks pretty strong, right?
Oh, he has the gains, man. Yep. And he picks up Houdini by the throat and he's holding him up.
Ah, shit.
He's dangling his feet and you can just hear him choking on air.
Manga. Is there, or do I have my quarterstaff on the rowboat with me?
Yes.
Oh.
Let's see, that was Iraq's turn. Yep. So it is
I
still
would
your
like
turn,
to
Iraq.
grasp. I would like to get my quarterstaff and hack this Faust.
Hit that thing. Hit him. Let me find character art.
Oh. I rolled like shit.
Oh, no. So
That's okay.
you thrust the staff in his direction to hit him, and the Malison just kind of catches it in his other hand and doesn't even acknowledge you, and just very lightly, as if to brush off just a pesky pet, just kind of throws it away.
Ooh.
He's barely even acknowledged
Oh.
your presence. He still thinks that you're just an old fisherman,
I'm an old fisherman poking at you with a stick.
as he seems to be doing to Houdini what he thinks is finishing a personal matter.
I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos.
Okay. I don't know.
Sorry, that was
what
out of
prompted
character.
that, but dude, look at this guy. Look at this dude.
That was out of character.
Look at this dude, Ed. I will preface this by saying I am quite straight. But goddamn, look at that.
Where is this dude?
He's in the.
Where is this dude posted?
Let me. Right here.
Oh.
Ah.
You're not a scaly, but
But yeah.
Oh, my Discord's loading.
Oh no.
Come on.
I don't see it. He just is a buff guy with a
I see
snake
it.
head.
Yeah, it's a buff guy with a snake head and a sword.
Buff guy with a snake head.
You say you're straight, but I don't see it, man.
He
Oh,
his
I
entire
don't get
jaw.
the same appeal.
His entire jaw distends.
He's about as straight
It's just straight as
as
a
a.
noodle.
I mean, we are in the middle of the ocean, so noodle would get wet.
Yeah. And he slams these massive fangs that are about the size of your the end of your palm all the way to the tip of your middle finger into Houdini's shoulder.
Ah, shit.
not Houdini.
He lets off this
Houdini!
he lets off this pitiful
Houdini's
whelping
fucked.
noise. If you ever heard a frog scream before, it goes and it falls he falls unconscious.
Frog death expert.
Ah, shit. Well, fuck. Well, if we can take care of this quickly, I can spray the dying on him.
Anyway,
I'll deal with the big one here. This one's mine.
Well, it's a team effort. I don't think one of us can easily take it down.
I mean, he'll probably be the one right in its face compared to the.
Yeah, I mean,
that's probably what he meant.
by all means, take the last shot. But let's all work together.
In any case, it's not his turn yet. It's Holden's turn. Hello.
All right. Okay. Will.
Holding the team together.
Yeah.
I like it.
We're gonna keep that.
Oh my gosh.
uh.
I
Okay.
need more beer for this.
Yeah, get some more beer.
We're gonna keep that.
Um.
Did somebody roll? Oh, I rolled. Continue, Moko. I am sorry.
All right. I am going to use minor illusion.
Oh.
Okay. Image. Okay, I'm going to create with minor illusion a small little cloud of thick smoke, imaginary smoke, right in front of the face of the big guy.
What's the DC?
The DC. Oh yes, I have that. I should notes that in my notes. If I remember correctly, it is I think 13. Yes, it's in the spell description. That's where I put it. 8 plus 2 plus 3. Yes, 13.
13. He rolled a 9.
All right.
As some smoke just materializes right in front of his face, as if like a smoke bomb, but not from the ground, just kind of right there. He seems rather confused, as if he's gonna blow it out with his nostrils or sniff at it.
All right.
He dislodges his fangs from Houdini's shoulder, which are very swollen and puffy, and there's a fast-acting poison that's already worked its way into his bloodstream.
Shit.
Yeah, that's bad. That's all I can do. That's my action. All right.
But he is now confused. You can do your
Yes.
bonus action and your movement and stuff. It's up to you.
I mean, yeah. It's just there's nothing in particular I
I
want
want
to
to
do with
say
my
I want to
bonus
try to knock him
action.
in the water, but at this point
Oh,
I realize it's futile because he just sprang out of the water
Yeah.
like a breaching whale. So he seems to be pretty adept at swimming. So water will not affect him. If anything, it'll help him.
I'm going to take a drink of water.
Yeah. I will end my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it'll be on to the ones that are still trying to chase us while sinking.
Marius Skyblood, you are also here. You are within melee range where you are right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a big swing at that motherfucker.
With advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right, how much does it advantage at exactly?
It just lets you take the higher of 2 rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
20
Yeah.
take the highest.
Because this is not 3.5 where you get modifiers.
Okay, so I can roll twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
In D&D Beyond, if you right click on the roll, there should be an option for advantage.
Well, he crit,
Well,
so he
that
doesn't
or
use it.
actually
let's
crit.
fucking go.
Okay.
Huge.
Age.
Now 1d8 plus 6 or 10d4, 1d10 plus 4. That's the question.
And then it's you roll your normal damage and double the result, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or double the die. It's however it rolls it in the macro is how I'm going to take it.
Okay, so that's 22 fucking damage. He is dead.
Oh my god.
Aw, man, I was gonna use Sickening Ray. Oh well.
Okay. So here's what
I
happens.
just straight up decapitate the motherfucker.
You
Alright.
you rise up with malicious, vengeful intent, and you bring your longsword down on his shoulder, and it cleaves right into his body, cutting right through his scales. He is caught completely unawares.
And with his last breath, why do I hear boss music?
And meanwhile, the snakekin, they're over here. They're still trying to get to you. But
What? That was awfully fast for sinking.
they're only
Oh,
like
there we
right there. Houdini, Kadash. He is still alive, though. He's like basically once you thrust your sword into him from that angle and it cleaves into part of his body, his snake head just like jerks up into the air and its jaw is fully distended, and you just hear what is equivalent to like a lion's roar just escaping
So he just
out.
pissed it off.
No, 22 damage. Unless he's like level 3 or 4, he's probably almost dead at that point.
He's unhappy, but still standing. Nice.
He is not nice, but he is alive. And Kadash, it is your turn.
Well, I thought he was dead, so I was just gonna go spare the dying on Frogman, but that would be a bad idea.
That might not be a bad idea
Nah.
anyway,
Oh,
honestly.
it's a bad idea because if I get bit, I am fucked.
That's a good point.
There's no coming back if I get bit. Because I am squishy magic man. Is there something else I can do besides simply Eldritch Blast? No, it looks like that's it. Alright.
Be with
'Cause I don't-
disadvantage in melee range.
What? Magic?
Yeah.
It's a
That's-
ranged attack within
No,
melee range.
But Eldritch Blast it only has one range number, 100. That's up to 120 feet.
Yeah, with
Within
ranged
melee
attacks,
attack?
if it's within 5 feet, so melee range, like that's not written and the range thing, but that is a thing where if it's within 5 feet, there is disadvantage.
For ranged spell attacks too, I thought ranged spell attacks were different than a regular ranged attack.
Just any ranged attack. That's how I've run it anyway.
Hey Ahmed, look in voice chat.
Yeah.
Look in the voice chat thing.
I know,
Yeah,
right.
I saw that. It's
That's-
so great.
Annoying and unfortunate, but rules are rules. So,
Yeah, that's how I've always run them, and my other DMs have
Yeah,
run them. That way too.
that's rules is written still. So like, there's no rule lawyering or anything
No, it's
we had
okay.
there.
When the warlock has to use something other than Eldritch Blast, and they're just like, no.
Give me a second.
Yeah, you're good. Take your time.
All right. So did you say he's within 5 feet of me now?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm not gonna do Ray of Sickness because that would be disadvantage as well. So I'm just going to Lightning Lure.
The lightning lure.
Ah, fuck.
Hey, I mean that could do it. He has to. Holy shit! He crit failed. Okay.
Oh, I wasn't trying to pull him. I was just
Wait.
trying to get lightning. I guess I could throw him off the boat.
Here's how it's going, right?
Uh-huh.
This is all happening very slowly because we're in initiative order, but the order of events is he picks up Houdini. Iraq tries to hit him with his staff. He throws him aside. He bites Houdini. Marius comes right up behind him and cleaves right into him. And in that moment of the Malison kind of screaming up into the air in pain, you throw a lightning whip around his neck and secure it around his neck as if to choke him out. And with both of his hands, he drops Houdini onto the rowboat. Is trying to grasp at it to loosen his neck, but it is holding because it is magical.
I wonder if I could go for the wombo combo of decapitation.
Does my, since Lightning Lure can pull up to 10 feet, can I say that I'm pulling him onto the sword? Like I'm making the sword go deeper?
Yeah, you're pulling him closer in your direction, and while it's still thrust into his body, it's like deepening the wound as it's happening.
So, and he crit
it's
failed
like
the
an
strength
ankle
save?
grinder.
So you're saying that he failed the strength save critically?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no, he's getting cut in half because
Dude, it's like he's getting put through a fucking table saw.
Target.
Oh my god.
Yeah, target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line toward you, and then take 1d8 lightning damage if it's within 5 feet of you.
Which he has taken. And
So
extra,
he took the damage, 1.
Yeah, and
and then-
extra to that as well.
So I mean, I'm gonna pull him to 5 feet. So how tall is he? 7 foot? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like the
How
head
far
is
into the-
extra.
And how far into him was the sword? How many feet? 2 feet
I-
at least.
It's a very exact number. It's basically right into his shoulder.
But yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pull him the rest of the way past the sword.
Oh, it is like a table saw. Oh my god!
It's like a static guillotine.
And as that's happening in Rock, you've seen
Within
a lot.
10 seconds. Within 10 seconds, he just gets ripped up
Whoa.
through the sword.
Listen,
Professional fighters.
what I'm seeing here is that you've seen a lot in your time. This is a lot of sudden excessive violence out of nowhere. But
Rip and tear.
you also see Houdini helpless at your feet, slowly dying, and you think,
Save him.
this thing needs to pay. Or you think whatever you want. I don't want to put words in your mouth. But you definitely get the feeling that this creature, although it looks human, is far, far from it.
I'm gonna hit him with my stick.
Isn't
Give
it-
it advantage.
Question: how is he still alive when the sword's been pulled all the way through him?
I mean, you can't see
The
his stat
snake
bar,
magic.
but boy, oh boy.
How, guys?
He's
How do
probably
I do?
very
He's a
close
snake,
to death.
bro.
I mean,
now.
he's missing half, like a chunk of his body, like a side of his body.
Sorry,
Snake
everybody.
will
How
blow.
do I do advantage on D&D?
Okay. Did somebody say left shift, right? You hold left shift?
Also, wouldn't he be?
You
off the
right
boat
click
now if I pulled him
on
10
the
feet?
like on the plus on the modifier, and then it gives you advantage, neutral, disadvantage, and you click advantage and then
Oh,
neutral.
Shouldn't he be in the
It
water
says
though?
left
If I
shift.
pulled him 10 feet
He's
or
holding
enough
on.
to hold it. Okay, he's holding onto the side of the boat with one arm.
He's got strong
basically.
feet too, boy.
Yeah,
He's-
he got
But I
20
pulled.
25.
But I still pulled him 10 feet
Yeah.
or however much. Okay.
You're
Yeah, so
within
the
melee
boat
as well.
Comes 10 feet closer if he's on the boat and he's
Oh,
holding onto it.
he's like dug into the boat.
Yes, sir. That's yeah.
Jesus.
I may have
kinda-
not clearly.
But I
illustrated that.
thought he critically failed his strength throw.
He did. He got pulled. But
I imagine he probably did take
Alright.
more damage as a result, though. If we're
Yeah,
blowing him into my
consider-
sword.
Yeah.
Oh God.
With advantage, I rolled a 25 to smack him right in the back of the head with a
Oh!
quarter.
You definitely
Ouch.
hit.
12 damage. Oh, 25 hit. I hope to
Jesus.
God a 25 hit.
Oh, it
Good
does.
lord.
Kind of feel like I should kill him.
Iraq, how do you
Hiya.
want to slay this creature?
Bash him in the back of the head. Crack his head open. Right to the... If I can see the brain, the creature's probably dead.
I'm not too fond of
Attack the
violence.
body.
Proceeds to cave the skull in.
Violence just ain't in my nature.
He's attacking my buddy. He's attacking my newest friend. I just met Frog Dude, who seems pretty cool. And he, like, basically killed him. So, yeah, I'm gonna cave his skull in.
Do you say anything, or just grim silence?
As I cave his skull in. May your soul repent! And I bash his skull. Because your body sure can't!
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Divided by 2. Divided by 4. Okay. As you slam your quarterstaff overhead on top of his head, his entire face just flattens and brain matter
Womp.
just squirts out
Gross.
of the ear holes. And with the aid of Kadash's lightning lure, he goes limp and sinks to the bottom of the gulf.
Oh, I was gonna do something with his head.
Oh,
I don't
like
think there's much of a head left.
as you're dislodging your sword, you can definitely decapitate it.
That's
Well,
what
I
I was
feel-
gonna do. I was gonna take his head.
Yeah, and I feel like you'd have an extra split second, and it would pull it toward the boat because the lightning lure would probably yoink it like a fishing reel.
Yeah. Oh my god. This guy got fucking ganked.
He deserved it. This bastard.
Yeah, he did.
So, are we still in initiative order after that, or are the other guys sufficiently far enough behind?
These guys are over. These guys are right here now.
Okay. I mean, if anybody wants to delay, so I don't know. If you delay, that would just get the snakes faster. I was gonna say delay, and I could jump over and spare the dying Houdini.
It is up to you. You've already lost one friend this day.
Do it.
All right, everyone, delay their turn, and then let the snakes do whatever they're gonna do, and then I jump over and spare the dying Houdini.
I was gonna try and intimidate the snakes by holding up that big dude's head and screaming at them.
I mean, wouldn't that be a free action? That's an intimidation. Would that be a free action? Would that be an action?
You can do that.
All right, sure. Okay, I'll just I'll approach the bow of the ship with a guy's head in my hand and my bloody sword, and I'll scream this. Your friend didn't even last a minute. How long do you think you will?
Excellent.
Okay, roll intimidation, please.
Nope, that's a fail. Damn it!
Well, I mean, how about I give you a reroll on that because you're holding the decapitated head of a Malison.
And then what's your plus to intimidation?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the world doesn't want it. Perfect.
What's your plus on intimidation?
3.
Oh, okay, then my assistant would be nothing.
I mean, he already got the advantage.
Yeah.
And it's not working for him.
Nope. No, I guess they didn't like that though.
Yeah,
but at least it wasn't a failure. That would have made them fight harder.
But it does make them stop though. They're not retreating, but they're stopping on gaining on you as they notice what you have.
That just gives more time for water to seep in their boat. Dumb snakes.
It also gives you time, more importantly, to help Mr. Frog, so it did do something.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, Kadash, you leap over onto the other boat and spare the dying, and you realize that your spell kind of prevents him from... it basically renders him unconscious and comfortable in his state. But he's fine for now.
Isn't it supposed to stabilize him?
He's stabilized.
Okay, good. So he's not going to die.
I was saying that in more words because I'm a DM.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
Yes.
Sometime, why use many word when few word do trick?
Because then we're just playing a video game, aren't we? If I just say use stabilize and use your action in this, and I like to be colorful with my language. Houdini.
Yes, but words are difficult.
For me, no.
Well, you're the DM, yeah.
So Houdini, you realize as you cast Spare the Dying on his form, his wounds don't necessarily close up, but they do stop bleeding.
That's good.
However, that infection and that poison is still in his system and require further administrations that you wouldn't be capable of doing in combat.
So basically the poison won't kill him, it just won't go away. So he can't heal until that poison's taken care of, right?
That is
what I'm understanding.
That is what you can ascertain from a quick glance at his body. He needs medical attention, basically.
Okay.
And you just lost your druid.
Yeah, I was about to say we lost our druid.
I'm sure once we get to shore, there'll be somebody. I mean, he's not gonna die now. So as long as the rest of us don't die.
You do know of exactly one more druid. But more on that later.
Oh man.
I mean, the one who gave the quest, didn't it?
That's right.
So.
Okay.
Sucking out snake venom doesn't actually work.
I mean,
it does if it's with olive oil. It does work if it's with olive oil. That's the thing. It has to be a substance that can actually carry it away. But It's also a bit risky to the person doing it if it's with olive oil because, they might ingest a little bit of it and that's a problem.
It's
Yeah.
also a very big snake in
Yeah.
this instance.
That's so. It's
Yeah.
probably it's
Yeah.
probably like half. His bloodstream's probably half venom at this point.
Venom.
No.
Venom, knowing what I'm.
I mean, yeah, it was a big beefy boy, so he probably did have quite a bit.
Big poison gland.
I show up in him. Stop venom. It's time to go get him. Well, let's see. That's Houdini Kadesh. Iraq, you're down one person to help row and up one.
Well, I
I'll
mean,
I'll help
And,
you row as soon as we sink that
the
other boat.
condition of the boat is that it's currently sinking. Right? We got holes in it.
Yeah, that other boat, but they seem
The,
to be keeping it afloat long enough.
This
I
one,
guess.
this one isn't damaged. They just have one oar, so they're going slower.
No. I put a hole in that boat too.
I don't remember that. I thought you.
Yeah,
put
you
it-
said-
yeah, it was
you
last
said-
session, remember?
No, not
Wasn't it?
less.
No, these are different boats.
Not
from
last session.
session.
Oh.
No, this is no. I hit. That was an Eldritch Blast on that boat too. Besides the oar,
Oh, right. Yeah, I think I do
I hit.
remember
I hit.
that, yeah.
I
Okay.
punched a hole. I punched only one hole in this boat. I punched 2 holes in the other boat.
That's my mistake for forgetting then. In which case, they make it this far, fire off a single arrow, which horribly misses. But that by that point, you've made it far enough away that they can no longer catch up.
Are they gonna sink though?
They seem to be actively sinking as they disappear
You-
over the horizon.
Well, before
You, the
before
one with
we,
the sword.
before we get out of range, can I throw another Eldritch Blast at their boat just to make sure?
Oh my god.
It costs nothing.
It
Double
costs my
tap.
time.
I mean, you can just say "Rule the cool." It hits and they sink.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
yeah, I could say that.
We
Iraq,
need to
it
get
is
this
your turn.
frog to the village shaman. We need this frog to the village shaman. Magic man, help me row.
Yeah, just 1 second. I hold up my hand, getting ready to blast the boat.
And one last blast flies out and slams into their boat.
All right. I pick up the oars and start rowing.
That ends initiative. Let me.
Oh wait, I forgot.
What did you forget?
Sayonara, suckers.
Oh my god. With the alliteration, I swear. The snakes are dead. The Malison is dead. And you all earn. Let me see here. Let me get out my calculator. Let's see. that was-
Earn.
Oh my god.
Heron earned an iron earn.
Oh, I also wanted to ask where's the XP?
Okay.
I
So-
don't know. where it
Okay,
is.
so the way XP works is that you go into the you hit that little and well actually I think you can do it from the normal character sheet. Hold on, let me see if you can do that.
From your character
Um,
sheet,
yeah.
next to your
Manage?
name, it says manage. You
Mhm.
just click on that. And
Oh, okay, manage experience.
Yeah.
And
Type
it was
in
how
the
much
XP
again?
value.
Is that level 2?
So, real quick, what is everybody's current level at?
Level
Level
2 current XP total is 400. So
Yep.
100 past the level 2 threshold, which is 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in that case, Pro-S, you first add 100 so that you're on the same level as everybody else. Okay. Just type 100 there and click add.
Okay.
Okay.
So we should have how much
Good.
total
No
experience?
changes.
and now
Currently
400.
400 total. Now he's going to give us the update, the next set of experience.
Excuse me.
I will. Everybody gets, let me round this up, 200 XP.
Woohoo!
Okay.
So that means everybody's at 500 now.
Yes.
600. Oh, I thought it was
600.
600.
600.
400 plus 200.
I know how to math. It is 600.
Yes.
That's what I said the first time. And on that note, let's take a break.
All right.
I'm gonna pause the recording.
Oh shit. Yeah.
There we go. Now we're back. Not much has changed.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
Oh. He's back. Yay.
You're fine.
It is thought by the Gripply that their patron deity Babils is meant
Funny
to
name.
send back all of their honored dead to the wetlands of their birth in a plane far distant from this one. Though he is also a rather malevolent deity, it's said that those who do not fulfill their purpose are not granted entrance into the afterlife. And she siphons the elixir into Houdini's mouth as he's rolling unconscious in the hammock.
It's not like the guy chose to have to die in the boat.
No. But he was a life ward to 𝐭𝐬. He's meant to guide his spirit in death. Even after he died, his work remained unfinished.
It wasn't much for spiritual, but that's a rather grim story.
This life tends to be more often than not.
Wait, so is Frogman dying anyway?
Frogman is probably okay.
That's good. Kadash will be pleasantly surprised when he gets back.
She lets out a breath. Now, was there anything else you needed from me before I see to 𝐭𝐬?
I thought I already was
Look
off
at
with
tips.
𝐭𝐬. I thought I
There
was already
was
gone
one
with
thing.
𝐭𝐬.
He mentioned something about having to take care of some eggs.
Those little turtle eggs, dragon turtles.
Right.
How far off are we from those?
Well,
Irock looks very surprised, and you bring up the dragon turtle eggs.
oh, right.
Dragon turtle eggs.
Yes,
And I look at Sycamore.
we have a history of dragon turtles here. I forgot to mention this to you.
Yes, but I
Pro
know
ass
that
out of character.
all manner of strangers with.
Well, we ran into some interesting people who decided to make it so that we couldn't complete our mission.
I'm confused.
And
Am I still here or not?
No, you're
Okay.
still getting stuff.
and he didn't really specify where exactly these eggs were, but get the feeling it wouldn't exactly be a good thing if these snake creatures got to it before we did.
Yes, in the wrong hands.
In nature, snakes eat turtle eggs.
In the wrong hands. The egg of a dragon turtle.
So you wouldn't know any vague idea of where these eggs would be? Nothing?
Oh, I know where they are. I simply shouldn't share them with you now. It's a long story, and given what I've had to witness, I could really use a drink, but it'll have to wait for now.
Well, I sure hope you know how to deal with snakes.
I've met a few in my time. But they're certainly not the thing I'm most afraid of out here this far.
They weren't exactly pushovers, though. But, well, you'll see for yourself, I get the feeling. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got.
Iraq.
So what?
Go
Oh, I
ahead.
was gonna say, so what, does it mean our work is finished on this, basically?
Sycamore shakes her head.
Well, I didn't think so.
The nesting season isn't up yet. We have a few more days before they hatch. Iraq, I'm terribly sorry, but how long have you been staying in the Toral Nell?
Cut out there. How long have I been
How long
staying
have you
here
been
in
staying?
this
Yes.
village?
Yeah, how long have you been
Mm.
staying in the village?
Oh, that's about a year.
That explains it then. You must be from very far south. And you are still a stranger here for them not to have told you about the dragon turtles. Well,
I know dragon turtles, but not of these particular dragon turtles.
she brushes off sand off of her outfit. This is as good a time as any to tell you then. There's nothing we can do for Houdini here except allow him his rest. And she walks out of the shack.
All right. I'll follow her.
Well, nothing for it. Houdini can have my hammock. I'm no sure to sleeping in the mud.
Yeah, much better.
And I'll also exit my shack.
Sycamore begins walking alongside the beach in the direction of the town up ahead. On the way there, you see Kadash meeting up. He kind of waves his hand and you see him.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. Just the burial went smoothly.
DM.
Well, you didn't
What?
bury him. You
Oh,
just
yeah.
found
He
the
didn't. I
tree.
thought he buried him under the tree already. I
Yeah,
guess.
No,
that's what I was doing.
that would have taken hours.
Yeah,
This has only been a few
6
minutes.
hours for somebody to.
Oh, okay. It's been a few. Okay.
Ah.
I see.
You
So I
just
still had that.
you no. You
little
just found
skid with me?
you found a suitable spot, basically.
Oh.
Okay. And I trust you found a good tree then.
Yeah. Should do. Also, he's putting on a voice as well, since this guy's kind of useless.
Mm.
Someone heard him.
Oi, you taking the piss?
No, not at all.
Good.
If I was taking the piss, I would sound like this. No, I'm not.
That'll do.
Sycamore will accept your guidance on where you placed Maguire so that a proper ceremony could be had.
Well, we should probably get to it.
And you lead
Work is
her
dark.
back where you left him. Well, like I said, the sun's coming up. It's actually dawn and not dusk.
Before too many eyes are. We should probably get this done before too many eyes get on us.
You find about 100 feet away, up a nice hill that overlooks the rest of the cove, a nicely grown tree, and Maguire laying next to it, almost peaceful, like he's sleeping.
All right. Well, let's get to digging.
Okay. I would
Do we
assume.
I'll
have
help as
shovels
well.
on us? Do we
Sorry,
need shovels?
I would assume that Iraq had shovels and he brought them with.
Shovel. Yeah. I would like a shovel or two.
I mean, yeah, shovels aren't a very expensive thing, I'd imagine.
Well, he's got a few. You can even like
Yeah.
carve them out of wood if you're desperate. And as the work continues,
Plus,
no, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, like at the beach, having a shovel is super important for when storms happen because the sand blow up all around your house. Gotta shovel it
Yeah.
away.
Proas, I'm picking up on what you're saying. Like you're coming in clear for me, but it almost feels like it's cutting a little bit here and there. I don't know if it's a mic thing or an internet
Oh,
thing. It might just be an internet speed
yeah,
thing.
you guys.
It could be an internet thing because he
You're
also
cutting.
said you cut out for him. I
Yeah.
think it's him because everyone sounds fine for me except Proas.
Yeah. it might
So I
just
think
be
it's
an internet thing.
Mhm.
So nothing we can
Proas
do.
issue.
That's okay.
Computer shitting the bed currently.
Yeah.
My computer's currently shitting the bed.
Well,
Damn.
in the 6 hours or so work that it takes to dig a 6-foot hole, sized for a human person,
What, 6 hours for all of us?
Digging holes takes a while.
it takes a while.
Yeah.
Sycamore explains, mostly to Iraq, because despite being here for about a year, he's still somewhat of a stranger, as well as to anybody who's willing to listen. Basically, the brief history of this area. Littoral Nell is a town of roughly 800 fishermen, farmers, sailors, and other gathered peasants and merchants situated on Dragon's Cove. So named because of the clock tower built into the large square keep situated atop the uppermost cliff just off the coast. It is said, by mostly unsubstantiated rumors and legend, that nobody truly operates this bell tower. I said clock tower, I meant bell tower. I'm thinking of London, how dare I? Is said to ring...
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you? The bell is said to ring unprompted, without the operation of anyone, to signal the death of a hero.
Oh.
Nobody knows by what device or how or what reasoning or how it would know if it's by magic or there's secretly someone operating it all along. But you stay in Littoral Nell often enough and you know that occasionally you hear the ringing of a bell at odd points in the day instead of the typical hourly marks. Thus, Nell. Littoral being more of a geographical designation. This keep had once housed military troops from ever-expanding colonists traveling from the east further on in the wake of the Bacluni Empire's collapse some centuries ago. But in the last couple of decades now, it's sat abandoned, save for a small group of custodians that only really manages its upkeep, just keeping the cobwebs out. Nowadays, the lighthouse further out gets more use than it, which even then, that isn't much. Because this is a rather isolated portion of the world. You're as far north on the Dusk Sea as you can go. And although trade does occasionally happen, it is usually one of the last stops that most ships make. It has been said by the more superstitious sailor type that the sea goddess Pelagia had blessed this region. And that is why the dragon's gullet itself has known to never had an issue with turbulent storms similar to that of the Dusk Sea. This is further supported, Sycamore continues, by the fortuitous coincidence that since before humankind had settled here, it has been a nesting spot for dragon turtles. Dragon turtles are outstanding creatures, but also quite intelligent. Many of them are long gone now, hunted nearly to extinction, though their influence is still felt. When Littoral Nell was settled, its first settlers met a dragon turtle and forged a deal with it. That its townfolk would protect its eggs, and in exchange, the dragon turtles would protect them. And for generations on, they've taken care of it. Most recently, it has been my responsibility. But it's not all sunshine and roses, unfortunately. For we are on the edge and are regularly harassed by tribesmen further north. One tribe in particular, the 𝐂𝐴𝐵, are well known to stage attacks on this small town with means of conquest. So, occasionally...
Does they do
Oh, go ahead.
important? Oh,
Sorry,
I
you
suppose
cut off. Go ahead.
villages might cut be bad.
Yeah. You cut off for me.
I don't know why it's happening. My computer's like running super. I closed everything except Discord and Chrome. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're all good. Like my computer even using any sources. I don't know why it's lagging out on me.
Your Ethernet is just going
What I was
up
trying
and
to
down.
say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Irok, turn to Sycamore. I suppose they do not know the importance of this one.
Importance of the dragon turtles here, the 𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐵?
Correct.
Well, despite we calling it the Savage Kingdoms, they're far more wise than any of us give them credit for. They see this place as a place to be captured, and just as well, it's a very useful port town. I'm certain they're aware of dragon turtles, but the fact that they nest on this cove is a closely guarded secret. If they were to find out about this, it could spell out the doom of this small village.
Yeah, that would be a pretty important secret to keep because I could imagine everyone, when they find out, would want to capture this town.
Precisely. Over the last decade or so, they've just been throwing small skirmishes at us, and we've been able to fend them off easily enough. Their chieftain, you see, does not put much purview into this region. It's just one of several places they're trying to expand. And so, every so often, the civilian militia and sailors and the like sail out a small flotilla of ships, guided by the dragon turtle, Lurdella, to fight a beached battle against great swaths of tribesmen attempting to infiltrate on all sides. Usually, they're successful, but it's coming to a head. Let me type Lurdella into the chat just so you can put it in your notes. And the name of the tribe. Belganot.
So that's the name of the town they had?
Littoral Nell is the name of the
Following?
town.
Torno, okay.
This is the tribe that we've been dealing with, basically.
Oh, no. The 𝐂𝐴𝐭 are their own entity. The Belganot, they are human, though they could be mistaken as beasts for the way that they fight.
Want the eggs, got it. Tornell is the town.
I know I'm throwing a lot of proper nouns at you right now.
Who's Liberdella the Brave again?
Lurdella the Brave is the name of the current dragon turtle, for there is only one that protects the village.
Okay.
Okay. So I got Boganut tribe, want the eggs. Littoral Nell is the town. Liberdella the Brave is the dragon troll's name.
Yeah. Though the Belganots don't know about the eggs yet. They just want to pillage and capture the region.
Oh, okay. Boganut tribe equals very bad.
Starting to get an idea why I was sent down here, or rather up here. Starting to make a bit more sense.
I mean, I'm in it for the money, but I guess protecting a species is a pretty good reason too.
I don't think it's about that, mate. I was sent up here for a very
Well,
specific
also-
reason.
For me to get away from those freaks.
It makes me
Well,
wonder if the
unfortunately,
village
if they
is aware of
knew
something
direction-
I wasn't. Something to think about.
My connection dying.
Your
If they were
connection's
moving, if they know my connection's shit right now, guys. I'm sorry, I don't know why.
That's okay.
But if they knew the general direction we're moving in, there's not a whole lot over here.
Oh,
So-
I'm back. Hello.
It'll be pretty easy for them. Hello.
Hello.
My connection cut out for some reason. I don't know why.
You're back. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Anyway, sorry. Continue, Proas.
They would easily be able to find out where you have gone. Clearly, they know the direction you were heading, and there's not a lot in this direction.
You speak of the 𝐂𝐴𝐭, yes?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me.
The 𝐂𝐴𝐭,
They shouldn't know where we went now because we kind of sank them. We sank the battleship.
the
Actually, I take
𝐂𝐭
that
are
back.
dangerous enemies to make. They serve a rather bloody god who demands regular sacrifices. It is,
You know, for some reason that doesn't surprise me.
it is certain that they probably would have captured you and saved you for such a fate. Though,
So what are these 𝐂𝐴𝐭 then? You mentioned that they're a bloody tribe, but could you go into a bit more detail? Best to know your enemies.
They are an ancient race that far outdates humankind's placement on this earth. It is said that they had once ruled all the land. Long ago, they had an empire that stretched from horizon to horizon. But that we, humankind, were slaves to them and rose up and destroyed them, fought in many great battles and wars to their extinction. They are a pale shadow of what they once were. What little power they could consolidate, they disappeared off into the Armadillo, further up into the northwest.
Makes me wonder if they had something specific in mind for us. They weren't particularly interested in Houdini.
No, they just wanted to kill him. Hence the poison.
The Gripply and the Snakekin have been known to be enemies for what's the word I'm looking for? Breaking character
Predator-prey?
for a moment. Yeah, it's basically a predator-prey relationship.
I mean, snakes eat frogs, so it makes sense.
They
That makes
literally
sense,
do.
yeah.
They see them as nothing more than food.
No. Well, then maybe this was just a bad run of luck with a bunch of snake pirates. Thanks for the information.
Though, like I said, they are a dangerous enemy to make.
Well, I managed to chop the head off of a big one, so hopefully they'll stay away for a little while.
Perhaps. Though I wouldn't recommend going by 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't plan to ever go back there.
Probably a good idea.
Which is a shame because they sell quite a few amazing 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 spices.
Spices aren't exactly worth one's life now, is it?
Ah, well, good food.
And the
Again.
food was all right.
Your food or your life. That's
Food's
kind of
not-
an easy decision.
Yeah, the food's not risk your life good. It was okay.
I don't know, I've heard some rumors about 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 spices. They're a dead empire now. They're a rare sight to see.
Really, we saw more than a few of them, I'd say.
Oh, you mean like some of these? I ruffle around my bag, trying to look.
You have any?
Do you have some?
I don't know. I don't know,
Do
DM.
I?
I don't know, DM. Do I?
I highly doubt that.
Because it'll either be oh cool I had this, or it'll be a funny oh I thought I had it.
Let me see. Sycamore holds out a hand.
I dig around my bag. DM investigation or perception?
It's your own bag. You don't have to
It's
roll
your
for
own
that.
bag.
Yeah, unless you've got like a lot of shit in there, like you hoard shit like Pippa. It's like Pippa's room in there.
I mean, pretty much my entire life's in this bag, so
Imagine if you lost it. But anyway,
Imagine.
you
That
pull
would
out.
never happen.
Imagine.
You pull out a
Imagine.
small little palm-sized clay container. She quickly takes it from you and opens it up and puts her nose up to it, and then cringes away immediately and gags. Oh no!
She found the poo jar. Oh god.
Oh,
find the food jar.
oh.
I think you got scammed. That's guano, not spice.
Oh, sorry, that must
Food
be
jar.
some of my alchemy components. My bad.
That it was the poo jar. Oh,
Not only guano, but guano from an albino bat of all things.
was that an Ace Ventura reference?
It might have been. I've never seen it, but thank you.
I mean, you got to put the agony and agonizing blast sometimes.
Well, anyway, The point of this job. And she moves over to Maguire, closes his eyes, and she begins to mutter a long prayer in a language you don't quite understand before you all help her lower him into the earth and begin filling it back up.
I don't really know too much about your religion and stuff, but may the plants be nourished by his body, and I assume the green guide him. Does that sound right?
It's the thought that counts. He was like a cool uncle to me. We rode each
Nice.
other long distance in a way, though it was more like shouting across a chasm than anything. And boy, did I bother him. But he always dispensed me with wisdom. I learned a lot from him. Houdini is going to feel very conflicted by this. You slew his killer, but he was not the one to do it. We buried him, but he was not present. He may soon feel like a ghost, lost without purpose.
Well, now he knows the feeling of many a soldier.
Aye. They say that in your profession, and she looks at you, Marius, that you'll be sending many people to die, and so best make friendly ghosts.
And
Well.
sometimes you carry those ghosts with you.
She nods her head solemnly.
And meanwhile, Kadash over in the corner is thinking, "Dog eat dog. Gotta kill them before they kill me. Simple as that." He doesn't say it out loud because it feels like it would be a bit rude to say in the moment.
There are many secrets that die with him. That is what I mourn, for he's returning to the earth, returning to that nexus of green that seeps into the earth with all of us.
Well, I'm sure. Well, we didn't bury all his stuff with him. There might be a notebook of some sort that he had that you could keep.
No. All of it was up here. She gestures to her forehead.
Oh.
I don't think he even knew how to write. I don't know how to write. With a parchment and quill, anyway. You don't get much parchment out here, as you can tell. And she gestures to the sandy cove beyond.
I mean, you'd always use leaves.
We do. Druids are sworn to secrecy. Our knowledge is a carefully kept thing. We do not share it willingly, not out of jealousy, but for the protection of the common man. Much like that nest of dragon turtles. And there's a silence between you all. As for a moment, you just hear the crashing of the waves and, curiously, echoing throughout the land, the ringing of a bell. One time.
Oh. Well, that made it even more sad.
She takes a deep breath. I need a drink. And she immediately just breaks off from the group and starts walking towards the village.
I start walking with her. I could drink to that. I say and give her a light nudge, trying to lighten the mood a little bit. Does she react? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I
Just
thought
a
my
sec.
connection was picking up again.
Nah, you're good. Let's go to the father's drink. There I can tell you more about the actual job.
Ah,
Sounds
good.
like a good plan.
You all meet in a tavern.
Mhm.
No, I'm just kidding. Pras, you there? I didn't lose you, did I?
I am. No, I'm right here.
Okay.
I am here. I'm just silent following people.
Oogie.
Oh yeah.
It's 30 minutes to end. When I said I would end.
Oh shit.
Oh,
What happened?
I think
It's
just
30 minutes to that.
30 minutes to end. I think that's all.
Oh, I thought he got a text.
No.
You good?
I got a
Pras?
text earlier. Yeah,
Sick.
no, I'm good. I'm having fun.
No. I just like if something came up. You know what I mean?
Everything
Yeah, no.
is good.
Everything is fantastic.
I'm thinking maybe we end it here for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A somber note, didn't I? Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Next session we'll hash things out in detail at the tavern. If you want to explore the town a bit, we can do that. They have basic shops here as well, though you'll have to barter your silver as opposed to just dropping your currency.
Mhm.
Sycamore will share the actual quest, like what you're actually meant to be doing, and then we'll do it.
I guess if I have any questions about the town specifically, I should ask next time. Then when we're actually exploring it proper.
I mean, you can.
I
You can
can
ask one at the tavern.
You can
Later.
ask. So
I
here's
can
the thing.
show you guys around.
Yeah,
I live here. I can just show you guys around.
Oh, okay.
Iraq
True.
and Sycamore both. But that is in character. Out of character, if you do have questions, let me know and I'll come up with an answer and then tell you next session.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Russ, feel free to answer for me. People are asking questions, and then it's just like, oh, what about this? Does the town have this? I mean, you could just be like, oh,
I am totally cool with doing that. I just am very hesitant to because I don't like to step on people's roleplay too much. I know it's natural to happen because of doing it online. Sometimes you accidentally talk over people. But I definitely.
Did I do better this time? Oh, sorry. I say as I do it.
The irony, huh?
Yeah.
This is the first time, so Iraq wasn't really a character until a couple hours ago. So I definitely want him to talk more, but it's understandable that you want it to be a little quiet and pick up on the story as you're introduced to it, which is totally fair. But next time, yeah. Like I said, very low-key session. We just fought some snakes, buried a guy, met another guy, and talked for a bit. I mean, I kind of just waxed philosophical for a while. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah. How did everybody feel about the role play this session?
it was good.
It was good.
Did you enjoy it more than last time, Halberd?
Good.
Yeah, I just I was a little more quiet because it's like it wouldn't really be appropriate to say stuff at certain times.
See, everyone's learning. Everyone's doing better.
Mhm.
That's definitely
Sessions can only get better as time go on.
Let me pause. Recording over. Thanks for watching. Nobody.